admirable career of presenting the country's longest-running travel program, tonight's special guest holds the unofficial title of Australia's most well-travelled lady. Take a look.
So Cusco was the centre, the capital of the Incan Empire, and that empire was vast. Over 9 million people, stretching from the base of Colombia to the centre of Chile. They were highly sophisticated engineers, astronomers, architects, artisans, gifted farmers, totally in touch with nature. When the Spanish conquistadors arrived here, they had never seen anything like it. They literally discovered a city of gold.
And we have never seen anything like her, the golden girl of Australian television, Katrina Roundtree! Now, when I say golden girl, I mean a superstar. I don't mean like...
You make me feel like I'm Bert Newton.
Oh, really?
Not that there would be anything wrong with that. He is a TV legend.
He is.
But I'm so not there yet.
Oh, in my eyes, you are.
Oh, you're lovely.
Now, you've just come back from overseas. Where have you been off to this time?
I just did a really amazing trip. I'm sure you would have loved it. New York to New Orleans. And we sort of did this musical journey down through the South. And it was just extraordinary. We went... I can be cheeky on this show, can't I?
Of course you can.
Yeah, we went through the town of Intercourse to get to Amish country. And I love that, Took a photo, don't worry, took a photo.
You're my type of guest.
I got the postcard.
You can stay forever.
Oh, I have so many stories.
You got the postcard.
Yeah, I got the postcard and I thought, who am I going to send this to? So I had to send it to my husband,
Of course.
And then we went to Gettysburg. We went to the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville. Are you into country music at all?
No.
I love it. I love it.
You're a country music fan?
I'm into it all. I'm into it all. We went to Graceland.
Oh.
Memphis, Tennessee.
Now, have they actually put in roller coasters yet?
No, definitely not.
Oh,
It's,
okay.
At the risk of this coming out the wrong way, it's almost a spiritual place. I mean, he is buried there. He's buried there with his twin. He's buried there with his grandmother, his mother, and his father in the garden right by the pool. It's amazing. It was a really amazing trip.
It's cool. Now, speaking of amazing, now one thing that you're very proud of is your work as an ambassador. For wool. Tell us about that. Tell us about you being the wool ambassador of Australia.
I asked them.
You asked them. You approached them.
AWI. I have had a bit of a life change. It's a bit of a double life that I lead. So I've just got in from this New York to New Orleans trip, but I go home to a sheep station. So you can't pick who you fall in love with. I'm sure some of you know this. And I accidentally fell in love with a farmer. I wanted to fall in love with the boy next door, but he was a grumpy old man.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Can't pick it.
That's who I fell in love with. Yeah.
What, the grumpy old man?
Yeah. We've been very happy.
Oh, but you know, each to their own. You know, who am I to say? So I fell in love with someone that lives a completely different life to mine, and I for so long have felt like a square peg in a round hole, until I saw a story on Australian wool, and it almost put me to sleep. It was so boring. So I called them up and I said, you know what? I love to talk the leg off a chair. I'm married to the world's most handsome sheep farmer. You need to put me to work.
Yeah.
So I'm so proud to promote Australian wool. I've just created a range of baby clothes in Target in 100% Australian wool.
Yeah. So tell us about your range. Oh, and here's a photo right here of you and your wonderful husband.
Oh, that's
Look at
me.
that.
That's me.
He's amazing.
He needs a haircut. He needs a haircut. That's the baby range. So that's just come out into Target now.
So, so tell us a bit about this, the baby range. What is? It's 100% Australian wool.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Of course it is. I suppose some of you may have heard of Icebreaker. I think that we need an Australian version of that. It's soft, it's beautiful. Every baby, let alone every individual, should be wrapped up in this sustainable, beautiful, natural fibre. And babies actually sleep better in wool. They don't really, but I don't tell the mothers that. I mean, they do sleep beautifully. They do sleep beautifully.
Now, married to a farmer, an ambassador for wool, travelling the world, and also author. All right? Stop it. You're showing off now.
Sorry.
Really?
Sorry.
overachieving, and you're making me feel guilty. So tell us a little bit about your fabulous book, A Grandmother's Wisdom.
It started off as a tips book between my grandmother and I. I had a symbiotic relationship with my nan, the most beautiful, beautiful relationship. And I never really noticed it, but I would often refer to her in interviews. And a publisher called me one day and said, why don't the two of you write a tips book? Basically the cheat notes on life that your nan has passed on to you. And what I didn't have the heart to tell this beautiful publisher was that at the time my nan was fighting for her life in hospital. And I thought maybe this could be a diversion for nan, maybe this could be a motivator. But unfortunately, it ended up being a memoir. My nan passed away. And so the tips book ended up becoming a memoir. And to be really honest with you, I'm just so glad that I could honour her and finish the book. And the fact that other people like it is just divine.
Now, what would be sort of like the number one tip that your grandmother gave you? I mean, you've written a whole book about it. I mean, I can remember clearly the last thing my grandmother said to me,
yes.
and that was, what are you doing in here with that hammer? But what's one of the most, most memorable things?
A really beautiful relationship
It
that you
was-
obviously must have
It
had.
was like Misery.
That's
I
divine.
was Kathy
Yeah.
Bates and she was James
Strapped to the bed. Right.
Anyway,
don't go there. Don't go there. Don't go there.
Roundtree just said that. That's
Oh,
awesome.
God. Okay. All right. I would have to say to those watching, possibly to the audience here tonight, don't do anything you wouldn't want to see on the cover of the Herald. So, so really, if you find yourself in a situation that you think this is not good, don't go there.
Don't go there.
Just don't go there.
Well, thank you for coming here.
Follow your gut instinct. I had no idea what I was in for tonight.
You did? And
I thought I was doing maybe karaoke or something. I didn't know what I was up for.
the night is young.
I know. That's exciting.
Now, for more information on Katrina's recent getaway lounge adventures even, you can follow her online, her online blog at katrinaroundtree.com.au. And don't forget to pick up a copy of A Grandmother's Wisdom for a truly inspirational read. Please thank Katrina Roundtree. Coming up, Dilruk Jayasinghe is here. We can't get rid of him. Plus, we go to Bounce for indoor trampolining. This is Live on Bowen.
The break, we take a trip to Trampoline Central and road test the latest exercise craze. You're watching Live on Bowen.